In today's video, we're going to start with a blank chart in NASDAQ futures, and I'm going to show you how we did identify one of our setups in today's session. So let's get started with this blank chart. This is a 120-minute chart, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at all possible projections, retracements, and extensions, and I'm going to show you where it came in. Actually, the high was put in right over here. 251.15, and the decline off of that area was 451.75. Okay, all right, so I'm going to start actually with the symmetry projections, and here I'm going to take some of these larger swings, whatever I need from here, and I'm going to compare it to this low to high swing, besides the fact that we'll also be doing this low to this high projected from this low to high projected from this low. So let's start with that. So we're using the three-pointed tool. I'm going to take this prior low to high swing and then project 100% from that low. Okay, that's pretty much, yep, where that resistance comes in, 251.30. So we won't need to do these because these are going to be smaller. So we'll be through those already, so I'm not going to bother doing that. But what about if I did this? Oh no, that's not going to work. We're going to do this low to high, projecting 100% from that low. Well, that's above the market. Then we'll also do this low to this high. Okay, low to high from this low. Okay, 252.12. All right, so we have the symmetry. Now let's go back and look at the retracements that we would have had at that time. And it looks like we have this high to low. That's probably all we have there. Then we'll also be doing a high to low extended, a high to low extended. So let's go look at those next. All right, so I'm going to go here. Oh, actually, that's the higher high. High to low. Okay, so, I mean, you can do the slightly lower high here. You know, it's just going to give you one more, one price relationship, just maybe a few pennies lower. Okay, so we have a 786 and we have a 100% projection. Let's also look at extensions, so high to low. Okay, well that high to low, that wouldn't have come in until here. But let's look at this high to low. All right, so this is where we had the setup. And it came in at 251.09 to 251.30. It hit, it held, and let me show you a trigger. So if we do NQZ 25 and I show you a 1-minute chart, this is something that could have been used in today's session. Okay, so let's see. NQ. All right, the price was 251.09 to 251.15. So let me see where that is on the 1-minute chart. Yep, there's the 251.15. So what I'm going to do is add the template here, the 834 EMA crossover, and then I'll show you where the trigger was. Okay, so there we were hitting resistance, and then the trigger was when we both saw it take out a prior swing low, like we did over here. We took out a prior swing low, and then we also had the moving average crossover right over here. Okay, so we had the 834 EMA cross to the downside. So at that point, you know, you can take the short and you can place your stop either above this high or above the high end of that resistance decision. So again, nice move. Initial move without much of a pullback was 237.75, but then eventually we did make a low where it was a much deeper downside decline, where we saw decline of 451.75. All right, well, I hope that makes sense, but that's how we put it together, and that was one of the trade setups that we had in the room this morning. So it's setup plus trigger equals trade entry, and then you manage it. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe.